You're watching Hot Rod Madness!
If you've ever been blinded by the chrome of a classic ride, felt the rumble of a big block motor, dreamed of building, owning, or driving a classic car, muscle car, or heart-pounding street machine, you've got it. Hot Rod Madness. At Hot Rod Madness, we believe every car has a story, whether it's a weekend cruiser or a trophy-winning classic. Here to bring you those stories is your host of Hot Rod Madness, Tim the Milkman and the Milkman's Baby, along with the Hot Rod Madness crew.
All right, welcome to Hot Rod Madness. I'm Tim the Milkman, and this week we're out here at the Jim R. Miller Park for the Blue Ribbon Affair. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Well, all right. This lady here happens to be part of the staff and Big Daddy Productions.
Big Daddy D.
Big Daddy D
Yes.
Production. Now, who is this Big Daddy D?
Big Daddy D is Donnie Groover.
Okay, Mr.
And-
Donnie Groover.
yes,
now,
Mr. Donnie
he's
Groover.
over all this show business here. Okay, now this is kind of like gearing up for the fair they put on here every year, right?
Right. It's just kind of a pre-event for the fair. Get them
Yeah.
out here,
Okay.
you know, familiar with the fairgrounds, know where it's
All
at,
right.
when it starts.
Cool. And everybody knows the fair is always a big event out here. I mean, it not only does it hold a lot of rides and things for the kids and all, but they can also park a lot of hot rods in here. And today we're out here checking out the show and all, and you'll see some exclusive interviews with the owners here of these fabulous hot rods. Now, do you have a show car here today?
Yes, we do.
You do. Which one is yours?
It's the 34 Ford,
Okay.
the bright yellow one.
Oh,
and
cool.
I don't even see it, but it's here somewhere.
All right, it's here somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, there's quite a few of them here. So
Yes.
you can tell behind me here, folks. There's some really cool hot rods here today. What an event. There's also a swap meet area over here. Some friends of ours are selling parts over here as well. Well, we appreciate y'all putting on this event. This is awesome.
Well, thank you. We enjoy it. It's a
And-
lot of fun.
Now, how many years have you been doing this?
7 years now.
7 years. Okay. All right. Has it grown any? I mean, is it getting bigger and bigger every year?
Well, it gets bigger and bigger every year, but the weather plays a big factor.
Oh,
like today,
yeah.
we don't have the turnout we were hoping for,
Okay.
but, you know,
Yeah.
car people are crazy and they don't want to
You
get
know-
out in the rain.
You know, doing what I do, I'm standing out in the hot burning sun all the time, so this cloud cover is very
Yeah,
nice for
it's
me out here
comfortable. It's
today.
good.
It is comfortable. Low humidity, you know. All right, well, thanks for telling about the show today.
You're welcome.
All right, have a good time. Hey,
Yeah,
Paul,
thanks,
how
you
are you,
too.
sir?
I'm doing good, Tim.
All
How
right.
are you today?
Hey, man, thanks for coming out to the Blue Ribbon Affair with this very unique roadster here, man. I'm understanding you built the whole thing yourself.
That's right. We had race cars for a long time, sprint cars, and I started out in the time when if you wanted it, you had to make it.
Okay.
So I learned how to do aluminum work,
All
and
right.
then it's an all aluminum chassis,
Okay.
all aluminum body
Wow.
on a tubular chassis. 350 Chevy engine, Ford 9-inch rear end, kind of an unusual rear end. It's out of a Lincoln Versailles,
Okay.
which was the old Fairlane competitor to the Cadillac Seville.
All right, so that's a high gear, or
No,
is it low?
it's a low gear, but
Okay.
it has disc brakes. And it was when I started this 15 years ago, or 16 years ago.
Wow.
That was the only Ford 9-inch rear end that had disc brakes on it.
16 years in the making.
I'm a little slow.
Hey, man, you're one man building something like of this caliber here. I'm looking at it going, wow, that's amazing, man. Wonderful job you did on it.
Well, thank you very much. I enjoy doing the aluminum work. And
Oh, yeah. Now, how do you go about molding aluminum sheets like that?
this is a combination. The lumps and bumps that you see were done with a mallet and a sandbag, and the curvature of the hood and the side of the body was done on an English wheel.
Now, that's old school hammering and pounding on some aluminum there.
That's the old style. That's right.
And I got to tell you, you did a phenomenal job with the body here. Now, that's kind of like a track T roadster, right?
This was inspired by a track roadster that I saw when I was about 10 or 12 years old in Kansas.
All right.
A machinist from Kansas City had one, and most of them were crude. They were rough, clenched fist welds, and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
His was a really, really nice show car. It was chrome plated, and it was purple.
Wow.
And from then on, I had chrome wherever I could put it, and all of my cars were purple. So this is a tradition that's been carried on for a long time.
Okay, and the letter B on the front of this car, that's kind of molded right into the grill work. Hey, if you would, Dollar Bill, get a shot of that. Now, what does the letter B stand for?
My last name, Brower.
Okay, I got you. All right, Paul.
Almost all of the sprinters and track roadsters back in the day had the owner's initial in the front bumper.
Got you. Tradition here.
Right.
And
right.
craftsmanship. Man, it's beautiful, man. Yeah,
Well,
I can tell you got a passion for hot rods here, but that's beautiful.
We really enjoy it.
Really nice, man. Let's step a little closer, man.
Okay.
Now, how hard is it for us to get a peek at this motor? Man, I'm looking at some turnkey type
These are
snaps.
Zeus fasteners, and if you've got a quarter in your pocket.
Ooh, let's see. I got no change, man. I'm loaded with a microphone and everything else.
My wife Sheila will get a quarter.
I do have a pocket knife, but I don't know if you want to get that around it.
Be afraid of that.
All right, we get a peek at this motor here shortly.
I don't have my Zeus key with me.
That's okay. Take your time, man. I'm still drooling over the ride. Hey, Dollar Bill happens to have a quarter.
Sheila.
We got it, Sheila. Thank you. How about that? That dollar bill comes in handy, don't he? And the interior looks quite comfy. You got a pair of racing bucket seats here with matching purple. The safety belts here. That is awesome, man. Love the way this guy set this up. Padded steering wheel. He's almost ready to race this thing. The suspension is chromed out. Now those side pipes, Paul, I got to tell you, when you're hopping in and out of this thing, you're not going to burn your ankle on those, are you?
You hop carefully.
Hey, man, you know, it's a hot rod. All right, check that out. Looks like three two barrels.
Replica Stromberg 97s.
Okay.
On an Edelbrock manifold and a period correct Vertex magneto. Brodix aluminum heads. Being from Arkansas, we knew the Brotheringtons and the Dixons, and we got the heads from them.
Okay.
It's a built 350.
So this ain't just for show.
No,
It'll
no,
go too, won't
it's
it?
a pretty stout
With
engine.
with a pair of heads on it like that, dude, this thing will get it, and it's all aluminum, so I'm guessing this thing don't weigh much of nothing.
It weighs about 2,200 pounds.
Okay. Total weight of the car.
Right.
That is awesome. Nice build. Now, what did you use for a frame, Paul?
I built it from 1.5 inch 90 wall steel tubing.
Okay.
And
All right. The frame is all Paul, people. That's cool, man. Wow, smart fella to build that by yourself here.
well, I built a lot of sprint cars over time and
Gotcha. That's
some
where
dragsters, so we had a lot of experience working with
That's
tubing.
where the inspiration came from on this build. Now, what kind of, where's the fella get a front axle like that?
That's all Mr. Roadster.
Okay.
The spring, the axle, and radius rods all came from Mr. Roadster.
Okay. Mr. Roadster?
Yes, that's a supplier. And I built the rest, the grill, the front bumper, the radius rods, and that sort of thing.
Okay. Now, one question before I go. Can we hear it run?
Sure.
All right. Let's find a comfy place for the hood. Don't scratch it. Take your time, Paul. But I would like to hear this monster fire up. Now, there's only one way to build a Roadster, folks. Put some fat tires on the back of it. Wouldn't you like to see this at the burnout competition we're going to do October the 18th? I don't know if Paul will want to burn up his big old fat tires here, but it'd be cool to watch him do it, wouldn't it? All right. Yeah, I can tell Paul put a lot of detail into this thing. That sounds good. Sounds good, Paul. That sounds really good, Paul. Now I'm going to invite you to one of our events.
Okay.
We host a burnout competition in Hiram on October the 18th. I know you may not be interested in doing it, but we would love to see you come up there and burn rubber.
Well, I'd like to do that.
Paul says he'd like to do that. Wouldn't you like to see this Roadster get it? Wouldn't that be awesome? Wow, Paul. We don't want, once again, safety first. I know you have the, it looks like 3-point harness. You know, it looks like you're into the safety thing as well. So we would love to have you out, Paul.
I'll be out there.
Wonderful ride.
Okay,
Thanks for
great.
showing it to us today,
Thanks for
Paul.
being here today.
All right, sir.
Appreciate
Ed,
it.
how are you, buddy?
Nice to meet you, Tim.
All right, sir. Thanks for coming out to the show, man.
That's okay. This is my first show with the truck. So,
Really?
yeah.
First time out
First
of the
time,
show?
yep,
All
yep.
right, dude.
Yeah, I'm happy about it. I like
Oh, shoot, yeah.
friendliest people so far that I've met is all these truck people that love to come out and cars, and especially.
Well, Ed, welcome to the hot rod shows around the local area, and
Thank you.
smile at that camera. You're on Hot Rod Madness, buddy.
Okay.
Man, this is awesome. I love to
is
see
great.
newcomers because you put a lot of time and effort in this truck.
I do. I baby this thing, and I love
Yeah.
spending time on it and working on it because it's just.
Yeah.
It goes with my philosophy in life, which is keep it simple, stupid, and I like that
Cool.
everything is it's
All right.
not too modern. It's easy to fix, and it's starts every time I want it to go.
Well,
so.
all right, Ed. I'm glad you're into it, man, because I
I
am
am.
too.
I am too.
We love you for it, because this is kind of like keeping the whole industry alive and booming. People like you that jump on board with a rusty truck and bring it up to this caliber, man. Beautiful truck.
Thank you.
I gotta say, man, it's awesome. Love the paint scheme. And now you had to order off to different companies around
Right.
the world to get chrome pieces that look this good. That's all new stuff, I can tell.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
All right. Did you order some of this
Yeah,
stuff?
LMC.
Okay.
I use them
All right.
a lot, and I actually just put in belts, seat belts, because my wife was a little bit nervous about driving around in a car that didn't
I
have
understand,
seat belts.
all right.
And the motor for the windshield wipers, they had none. It was just decorative outside,
All right.
and I got stuck in the rain, so I wanted to make sure that wasn't going to happen again. So
Well, Ed, I went through this same exact thing. Now, where did you order your windshield wiper motor from?
that was LMC too.
Okay.
So
All
I've
right.
used them so far because I have no problems with them so far as
Understand.
parts are coming. So
Well, all right. Are you familiar with Tim Taggart down south?
not particularly. No.
That is obsolete truck parts. That's where I got my
Obsolete
motor
truck,
from. Yeah,
uh-huh.
yeah, that's down 75 south of here, and Nashville, Georgia.
All right. Well,
That's
I'll
trying
have to
to-
look that up.
Oh yeah, they have a lot of stuff for these old trucks, man.
Yeah. My next job on it is going to be the bed. I'm going to
Okay.
take the bed apart and
All right.
put in a oak bed. So
Guy has plans, man. Love it.
I got nothing to do. All my kids are grown, and
Hey.
this is my playtime now. So.
Yep, I had to wait till my kids grew up to go be able to do Hot Rod Madness, and I'm loving it, man. Thanks, Ed. Thanks for coming out, buddy. Hey, man, what's going on?
All right, how you doing?
All right, sir. What's your name?
Joel.
All right, Joel here is part of the swap meet here at Jim R. Miller Park today at the Blue Ribbon Affair, correct?
That's correct.
All right, man. You doing all right with your parts today, Joel?
I'm getting a lot of people, taking a look at it and everything,
Yeah.
and we got I brought a little bit of everything in that little truck over here. So,
Okay. What do you specialize in here as far as parts goes?
well, I specialize in 78 through 88 GM G-body cars, i.e. El Caminos, Monte Carlos, Cutlasses, Regals,
Okay.
and Grand Nationals, and so forth.
All right.
And that's why a lot of people nickname me G-body Joel. So,
G-Body Joel. All right,
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah, this guy also works at the Napa store where I work. So, I got all kind of nicknames for him, but I
yeah, I
ain't
tell
gonna go
you,
into
it's
that.
a
You're
long
good.
list.
Anyways, good to see you out here, bud.
you too, man.
All right, have a good day.
All right, you too.
Hey, Jimmy, how are you, sir?
How you doing, sir?
All right, thanks for coming out to the show, bud.
Thank you.
You know, when people come out in these homemade roadster pickup trucks, I got to come over and look at the craftsmanship that goes into building these things. That's just awesome, man. And it's people like you that keep this going, and I'm loving it, man.
Thank you.
I have yet to see this one, man. Where you been hiding?
I just got it on the street.
Okay.
Been in process of building for 2 years.
Okay, 2 years in the making, and Jimmy brings his ride to show it to us. That's awesome, dude. What kind of frame is under that thing?
It is a 40 Chevrolet frame, front
Okay.
end,
All right.
and the frame stops at back of the cab, and it's been back halved. Running a Camaro, positive traction rear end,
Man, all right.
410 gear.
Positive traction, both back tires will burn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They'll
All
burn.
right.
So
Now, Jimmy, I'm looking at a very unique intake here. I got to step a little closer and look at this thing, man, because, I don't think I've ever seen one like that. That is quite unique and different. It says Eldebrock Victory Ram.
Right, and I know nothing about it either. I'm going to contact Edelbrock. I've never seen one. I bought it off Craigslist a couple of years ago, and
right.
I didn't realize how rare it was till now people are wanting to know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
So I will have to find out.
That's quite a unique item you got
Well,
there,
thank
sir. You know, I'm digging the single 4 because you ain't got 2 carburetors to mess with, and that thing will run just fine like that, won't it?
Right, I've got a vehicle with 2 4s on it, and I'm always dialing it in. So the single 4 is streetable and works for me.
That is awesome. And you can still sport the single bug catcher on top of it, man, and do just fine, right?
That's right.
It still looks like a beast, man.
It's
that is awesome.
It's unique. It drives like a 1940 model and stops like a 1940 model.
Yeah, I'm looking at, you got disc brakes
There
on.
are disc brakes on the front. It's Monte Carlo rotors and 78 Chevrolet calipers.
All right.
So, but the stopping power still isn't great.
Okay, I understand. Oh, I'm sure you'll work on that. You'll get it right.
It's still in design.
Yeah, anybody that can build one like that in his backyard, oh yeah, you'll fix it.
I'll fix it.
That is awesome, man. I'm loving the detail work on this thing.
Thank you very much.
The chain steering wheel, you got diamond plate along the bottom of it. That makes it pop.
Yeah, and that covers up some of the body defects.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, the rust hole.
That was a quick repair.
But you know, rust is
rust is in now.
It is.
Yes.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a rust hole in your rat rod nowadays.
That's
you want to call it a rat rod? I don't know what you
it's
call it.
It's a rat rod.
You know, the term rat rod has got such a bad reputation now because anybody can throw a rock at their mama's car and call it a rat rod.
Right.
You know, I refer to them as roadster pickups. I like that term. Because, dude, when you sport some big old fat tires on the back of your ride like that, dude, that's just awesome. I gotta call it a roadster, man. Now, where's a feller get a wide Hoosier like that?
I ordered them offline, and it's Outlaw dirt track tire.
Wow. Okay. All right.
They're pretty affordable. They look expensive, but they're not too bad.
Man, I got to look at the bed on this thing. Come on, walk back here with me, Jimmy. Now. Did you chop up a pickup bed to make this?
I made that bed.
Yeah, it don't look like nothing factory, you know.
I made that bed.
Okay, because a lot of people will take them and just cut them down, you know, but this one does look like it's all homemade.
Right, and it's coil over, shocks, ladder bars,
Man, that's cool.
suspension.
Wow, it's all fitting really nice in there, Jimmy. That's your battery box here, or the fuel cell up there.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about the fuel cell there yet, but
yeah, okay.
It's working for now.
In a small vehicle, where else you gonna put it?
I'm going to work on that.
Okay. All right.
Maybe less fuel.
Yeah, put a beer keg in the back of it. Whatever. Yeah. Hey, that's cool, Jimmy. I appreciate you showing it to us, man. That thing is awesome. Man, if I had the cash, I'd be trying to get you to build me one, Jimmy. Thanks for bringing it out, sir. All right. Have a good day. Hey, Steven, how's it going, man? All right, dude.
See ya.
Excellent to catch up to you at another car show. Steven, you know this guy's been on our show before. And today, looks like he brought 3 of them, man. What year is this one, Steve?
This is a 78.
Okay.
I've actually owned this car since about 1994.
Wow.
But for the past few years, it's been laid up while I did the latest redo on it.
Gotcha.
This time I've cloned it. This is a 1978 Seville Cadillac.
Okay.
I've cloned it into a Seville Elegante by adding these chrome body side spears.
Yeah, you see the detail this guy got going on, man.
And also the Elegante interior, which has bucket seats and a console.
Man, all right.
That's what makes it an Elegante.
Wow. Only a real Cadillac guy here would know this stuff.
It took me about 4 years to redo this car this time.
All right.
It's got a complete new interior, new vinyl roof. Put the opera lamps on the sail panel there, customized the back window, found the chrome side spears, had them re-chromed and installed, and put electric mirrors on the car.
Now you got to have friends too, man, to help drive these things to the shows.
I do. There's one of them. There's my friend Jeff Stevens and his bride Ines, and they just got married. As you can see, their pictures, their wedding pictures, are right across here on the windshield. You need to get that.
And you, I'm sure you transported them in one of your Cadillacs?
I did. I actually drove the car. I think there's a picture of my head sticking up over there on the other side.
There they are.
They planned their wedding. They planned their wedding around this car.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I mean, you know, why not? The car is just so outstanding, Stephen. I mean, you know, the color is just Say it all.
And if you look, there they are 6 weeks later. And
There
they're
they
still
are.
married. They're still
Yep.
married.
And
Everything is just fine.
And they help you drive your Cadillacs
They
to
do.
the shows.
They do. And then
Well, all right,
my
Stephen.
friend Memphis,
Okay.
he drove to Seville today.
Oh yeah, I think I met your son at the other car show.
My son?
Yeah. Would you?
No,
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 not your son.
no,
Who
I'm-
is it?
I've never been married. I don't have any children I know about.
Okay. All right, Stephen.
Alan is here, the
Okay.
fellow with the long dark hair.
Maybe that's who I'm thinking about.
Yeah, he's wandering around here
Okay.
someplace. And my friend Memphis with the long blonde hair, he's
Okay.
wandering around here.
All right.
So yeah, I need multiple drivers to pilot all
course.
my cars.
Of course.
Today is the first time that I've been able to bring 3 of my cars to an event.
Yeah, I've never seen this many.
And so I got them all laid out here. I got my signage up. I went and got my camcorder out, and my
Cool.
damn battery's dead. I'm
Oh,
not getting any
man.
video, so
Hey, never
I'm
fear. Hot
relying
Rod
on
Madness
you,
is
man.
here, buddy. It's
you
always a pleasure to have Stephen on our show, man. Thanks for coming out to the
Thank
show,
you.
buddy.
Thank you very much.
Bud, how are you,
sir.
sir? Shake my hand, John. Thanks for coming out to the show.
I enjoy it.
I couldn't help but notice this state trooper car here, and I got to come over and get the story on this thing, man. And most people who own these, they're movie cars, and I had to come over and ask: has this one ever been in a movie?
Just this, yeah, for the History Channel and for the Selma movie.
Cool. All
yeah,
right,
Yeah.
dude. This thing now, is this the original stripes and the artwork on the car? Is that the original
No,
stuff?
the movie company put this on.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the car's originally, it's never been garaged. As you can tell, the paint's not too good. It's never been garaged.
Okay.
Yeah, I've owned it for 48 years. I bought it in Leland, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, he's had this car a long time, people. 48 years.
Yeah, Leland, Georgia, just a mile out of Mapleton,
Okay.
going east.
All right, so
It's L&L Motors.
you're not far from us there.
No,
That's cool. All
no,
right.
No.
Alabama State Trooper is stamped on the side of it.
Yeah.
Now, what movie did you say they
Selma.
shot? Selma.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
All right.
filmed in Marietta and Selma, Alabama.
Okay.
Mhm.
And you're really familiar with the Douglasville area?
Pretty much.
All right.
Not a whole lot.
You say you know somebody that had a garage down there?
Kip Stanfield.
Kip Stanfield.
Yeah, he had a mechanic garage on Highway 5,
Mm-hmm.
just a little ways off of 78.
Okay.
Yeah, he was there several years.
No, I'm surprised I don't know
He's
him.
a good mechanic.
All right.
Well, he's working with the, my mind went blank.
Now he's working with a film industry.
Yes,
What does he
right.
do exactly?
He's the mechanic there. He keeps the vehicles going for him for the movies.
All right.
He's got old junk cars and he restores them and gets
Cool.
them running and all this good stuff.
Oh man, I got to meet this guy.
Yeah, well, he's
Interesting.
You'll like him. He has a good personality.
All right. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Your car is interesting. Now, does that light work?
Yeah, let me show
Turn
you.
it on, man. I want to see it go. And
The movie is the Southern Picture Cars is the name of the movie outfit.
Southern Picture Cars. Okay. Interesting. We'll have to check that out. All right. Hey, man, what's it take to pop the hood on this baby and see the
It
engine?
don't take nothing.
All right, it don't take nothing. John's going to show us the motor in this thing. I'm guessing this is all original engine, right?
Yes. The only thing that's been done to the motor is replace the valve seals many years ago.
Okay.
The only thing done to the transmission is replace the front seal.
All right.
It still works good.
Hey.
It's got just under 170,000 miles on it.
Well, nobody would know the history on this better than you if you've owned it for 48 years.
That's right.
Wow.
It still runs and drives and rides real good.
That's good. Yeah, I bet you enjoy riding around
Yeah.
town in this thing, don't
I
you?
have more fun with it, especially since you put the decals
Oh,
on it.
yeah.
You wouldn't believe the attention it gets.
Oh, yeah, you ride down the road and just wave at the crowd.
People turn turn all the way around and look.
Yep, I could imagine so.
So I've enjoyed it, yeah.
Well, all right, John. I appreciate you showing it to us.
I enjoy it.
Thanks for
Nice
coming
to meet
out
you.
today.
Nice to meet
Hey,
you.
Joe,
All
how
right.
are you, sir?
Joe Hatfield.
Joe Hatfield. Hey, we all know that's a familiar name, right? Now, okay, I'm just going to throw this out there. Hatfields and McCoys?
Yes, sir.
No, come on.
Yeah,
Really?
people ask me that, and they think I'm kidding them. But my great grandfather was Devil Anse Hatfield. He was
How
the
about
head.
that?
He was the head of the Hatfield clan
Okay.
during the feud, and my granddaddy was in Geographic magazine, holding
Wow.
a pistol, telling a story about
How
it.
about
So-
that, folks?
So,
Yeah.
my story is I've never met a live McCoy. That's what my answer is. So.
Okay. All right. Hey, check this out. Hatfields happen to be car guys because this guy owns this beautiful red Roadster here. What year is this?
It's a 1932 Ford.
Okay.
It's a two-door sedan.
All right.
It's been chopped, channeled, sectioned.
Mm-hmm.
I had a guy build it out of Douglasville, Kermit Harper, and Frog's Hot Rods, and
I told him to build it like it was his. We built it like it was in the late 50s and the early 60s. That's what they did to him.
So, wait a minute. How long ago did Kermit build this one?
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yes, sir.
I am familiar with Kermit's work. We see it all over the place. If you go on our show, you will see the Monza missile on there and some more of his work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're very familiar with the Frog Hot Rods. He's a real cool guy. Love his work, man. And we're looking at another one right here from Frog Hot Rods. Now, did he go, hey man, you need a supercharger on this car?
Oh, yes, sir.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. First thing he said, you need to get you a ZZ4 crate engine from Chevrolet.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
I can imagine.
355 horse. Got that in there. Then the next thing he said, recommend you get a blower. Now you can ask your friends. So I got a blower.
All right.
So did everything he recommended he wanted to do to the car.
Now, was you happy with it?
Oh, listen, underneath of it's got all the stainless steel fittings, fan on the transmission, fan on the air condition, everything under it's spotless. Every tie wrap's turned the right way.
All right.
I would never ever go to anybody else but he did a good job on it.
I hear you, bud. I know what
And
you
I
mean.
know there's a lot of cars out there, maybe nicer than that one, but there's not one I'd trade this for. I'm like in my third childhood. I love the car. I love driving. I put 24,000 miles on it in 4 years, so I'm driving it.
All right. And we love looking at it, man. It's a beautiful ride.
Yeah.
Can you open that door and have us?
Yes, sir, I can.
Get a peek at the interior right quick. Look at that. Woo! Who did the interior?
Bert Lipton. Bert Lipton done the upholstery on it, and he's a local guy. He works out of his house, and he's real expensive, but he does real good work. It's like upholstery in a sardine can in these cars because you got to build the wood and everything for it.
Yeah, I'm looking at that's leather, I guess, and wow, it's beautiful, man.
Actually, I was going with leather, and I decided to go with a Mercedes vinyl.
Okay.
So that's a Mercedes vinyl that's done in it. It doesn't spot, it doesn't crack, it doesn't wrinkle. It'll be there from now on. So that's why I went with that.
There you go, with something that's going to be permanent.
That's right. Yeah. So,
man, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm loving the interior. Wow, it matches the red really well.
It's got a 700R with the automatic, with the overdrive. It gets like 22 miles a gallon if you keep your foot out of it.
Yeah.
Hard to keep your foot out of it. I'm just glad I'm 74, not 17 again. I'd have probably done wrecked it.
I'd imagine that little supercharger there cranks up pretty good.
It does. It does real good. Yeah.
Wow. Yep, it's a driver, so you can get on the highway and cruise it or burn rubber in it, whatever. Right?
Oh yeah. Like I said, I put 8,000 miles on it the first year I had it.
Yeah.
And now I've got 24,000 in 4 years. I go to many car shows I can. I've been to Florida 5 or 6 times to see my brother. And
sure.
So it's a fun car.
All right, that man uses his hot rod. That is awesome, man. I'm loving looking at it, man. It's a beautiful car. Thanks, Joe, for bringing it out and showing it to us, man.
I appreciate y'all interviewing me, and I will get on your program and look forward to seeing all the other cars you got on there.
Yes, sir. Hit subscribe while you're on there, and we would. It's an honor to have you on Hot Rod Madness, man.
It's an honor to be there. It's an honor to be there.
All right,
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay,
okay
thank you,
folks,
sir.
I stepped up on an awesome-looking Camaro here, man. Wow. Words can't describe that. It's so pretty and shiny.
Thank you.
Are you the owner?
I am.
What's your name?
Libby Turner.
Okay, Libby. I'm looking at your Camaro going, wow, that's beautiful. And a lady owns this car. Now, did you have a hand in building this
I
thing?
did. Absolutely.
That is awesome. Okay, you picked out everything pretty much, right?
Everything is my design, yes.
Okay, so you had to have a shiny chrome intake for that thing.
It belongs to a woman.
Yeah.
It's got to have the bling bling.
It's got to be pretty.
Yeah, it's got to be pretty.
And I must say that you did a beautiful job.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
The particular pieces that you put on this makes it pop like unbelievable, man. This is beautiful. Even the front piece here has got Camaro stamped into it. Wow, that's beautiful. Now, how long did it take you to build this?
We worked on it for 7 years.
7 years, yeah.
Off
See,
and on, all the time.
now there you go, folks. That's what it takes to get one up to this speed here. That's wonderful. What year is this Camaro?
It's a 68.
Okay. All right, that was the first body style ever for a Camaro.
Yeah, first gen Camaro.
All right, gotcha. Beautiful car. Now, who painted this thing?
It was last paint work was done on it was done by Derek Smith at Smith Restoration in White, Georgia.
Oh, White, Georgia. Okay. All right. I don't know very many people up there. You know, we might add White, Georgia to to our
He's got a-
collection of
he does really
episodes.
does beautiful work.
Yeah, I see. I'm looking at the paint going, man, it's like a blue mirror. Beautiful. All right, how long have you owned this car?
I've had it for 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
You bought it and started then?
Bought it and started working on it instantly.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
My husband had actually bought me a 66 Mustang Pony, all original, and I told him I didn't want it when he bought it. So
okay.
3 weeks to the day I found this car, and I said, that's the car I want.
The lady loves her Chevys.
Yeah, she loves
you,
the Camaro.
You see what kind of crowd it draws.
Yeah,
too,
it
isn't
always draws a crowd.
Always
There's
draws
no
a
doubt
crowd.
about it. It always draws a crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to wave a lot when you're riding in it, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And it's like driving a new car because it's got the 700 R4 transmission, the overdrive transmission, and
Yeah.
it's 355.
Very nice.
And, air conditioning, so it's like
Okay.
looks like an old car, drives like a new car.
Yeah.
It's cool.
That's always a big plus, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is a very big plus. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yes. I'm looking at the interior from here, and it looks all brand new.
It's been in there a couple of years.
Couple
we
of
had,
years?
Yeah, we did it a couple of years ago.
Looks great. Beautiful. Well, all right. I appreciate you showing us your car.
No problem.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day at the
You
show.
too.
Hey, Stephanie, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Hey, thanks for coming out to the show. It's a beautiful time for a show, right?
It is.
It is. At random, we ask crazy questions here on Hot Rod Madness to whoever will answer. Stephanie, what was your first car?
It was a 73 Chevelle.
Hey, how about that? Classic car girl.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
73 Chevelle.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened to it?
I sold it, and I actually bought an 86 in
All right.
a little bit later, yeah.
At least she didn't crash it, folks.
No,
She sold
I didn't
it.
crash it, but it would have kept me safe if I had.
I hear you. Good old Chevy.
That's right.
Would you buy another one?
I would.
Hey, how about that, GM fans? She loved it.
I do. I love Chevy.
Well, all right. Thanks for being on Hot Rod
Sure.
Madness. Wave at the camera and say,
See you
hey, Jerry,
later.
how are you, sir?
Good, thank you, Tim.
All right, man. I come up on this truck here and I'm going, actually, I told the man his color looked bad, but it's not that it's bad. It's, I guess, the color of it that throws me off because you don't see this color anymore. That's
Yeah.
a factory color,
Yeah,
isn't
no,
it?
it's gunmetal gray.
And I got to tell you, that's one of the cleanest vehicles I've seen in a while. This thing is spotless.
Oh, thank you. I've had it about 25 years. I bought it in California.
25 years.
Yeah. A neighbor of mine had put it together from a bushel basket in 78.
All right.
Then decided to downsize his collection.
Wow.
So I bought it 25 years ago and
Man,
moved it all around with me and
yeah.
had a lot of fun with it.
I don't think I've ever seen gunmetal gray look that clean, man.
Oh, thank
Somebody did a fabulous job with this thing.
Well, thank you.
And it's sporting the factory flathead V8, right?
Yeah, it's the all original drivetrain. I had the engine rebuilt probably about 10 years ago, but
Okay.
it's a sweet running little flathead.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And you drive it around on the weekends as much as you can?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
But I got a
little
couple
bit.
other ones. I kind of shift around.
Oh, this guy has more than one, folks.
Yeah.
What else you got, man?
I got a 57 Chevy pickup,
Okay, all right.
a 49 Ford pickup with a flathead V8 on it,
Okay.
and we're fixing up restoring a 1951 Chevy Deluxe
Wow, okay.
right now. So it's habit forming. Once you get one, you need
I know,
multiples.
ain't it? Yeah, it gets in your blood, man. You're done.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to do more than one, right?
You're exactly right.
Wow.
But they're all fun.
Oh
They're a
yeah,
lot
it's
of
fun. Yeah, this is a blast, man.
Yeah.
You get to come out here and see what people can do, man. The talent that goes into these vehicles is just
And
phenomenal.
I can't take credit for that.
Okay.
You know, it's
I understand.
there's some guys really know what they're doing, and
Yeah, yeah.
he is a professional.
I couldn't do that either, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's step a little closer. I want to see the interior. I'm guessing it's all original too, right?
There's nothing fancy about it. It's it's a basic old farm truck is what it is.
Okay. Yeah, no frills here,
No.
but it's
Yeah.
all original. Look at that.
Yeah, it's the original 3-speed, and
Yeah,
and it's
okay.
kind of interesting. In those days, they actually have a locking wheel, which now you have that in all the new cars and that. But back in '36,
Okay.
it has the locking wheel. So once you take the key out,
Okay.
it locks.
Wow. I would have never guessed.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And it's interesting. Some of the old timers coming by, and they just love these flathead V8s,
Oh yeah.
and it's a real favorite.
You know, in the past 5 years, I've noticed that the V8 flathead has grown in popularity around here like
yeah.
crazy, man. People love to build those things.
Oh yeah, and there's a fellow out here that didn't do this one, but did my 49, that builds all kinds of engines here. It's Bishop Engineering.
Okay.
It's up here in Powder Springs, but the guy's he's excellent.
Wow, he knows his stuff.
He
huh?
sure does.
And I love how that shifter just way over to the seat like that.
Oh yeah.
Now, is that the original heater box in that thing? Is that what that is?
Sure is. Yep.
Cool.
Yep. It still works. It's great.
Love it, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful truck, Jerry.
Well,
Thanks for bringing it out, showing it to us,
Thank you
sir.
so much. I
All
appreciate
right.
it. Thank you, Dollar Bill.
JT, how are you, sir?
Good, good. How
All
you?
right. You know, here on Hot Rod Madness, we not only do the automobiles, the classic cars, and antique vehicles. Every now and then we run up on a cool custom bike. I saw you rolling in on this thing. I'm going, damn, what a bike, man. Wow, look at this thing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is awesome, man. Now, you built this?
Yeah, me and Chaotic Customs in Woodstock.
Okay, Chaotic Customs. Who is this?
Woodstock's a custom bike builder and bike shop in Woodstock, Georgia.
Okay.
Do real good work.
I'd say, look at this thing.
Yeah, we did all the paint work and the painting of the frame, sat the motor and transmission in it, and then they did all the wiring and the framework and put all the brakes and stuff on it and did all the odd and end stuff. They do real good work.
All right. Well, how big's that motor, man?
It's a 127-inch El Bruto motor with a 6-speed transmission.
6 speeds?
Yes, sir.
All right, that'll get you down the highway pretty good.
It rolls pretty good, about 145 horsepower.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm loving how the thing just kind of swoops on back, you know, all the way to the road. I mean, the rear fender and the side bags on it are just that far off the ground, man.
It's all Sinister Industries body. Front fender, we modified the front fender a little bit and cut it. It's the Sinister fairing, Sinister rear bags, rear fender, Paul Yaffe gas tank.
Okay, say
30-inch front wheel.
Say a feller like you goes to them and you say, hey, I want this body type, I want this and that, and they build it for you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you picked this out, right?
Yeah.
You wanted this particular style.
Yeah, I had a Mustang back in the day that had the bright red color with the black stripes.
Yeah, okay.
And we just kind of went off that. I sold that car and we just went off of that car.
Now you want a bike. Okay, there you go, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm thinking 30,000 range for
I
something
turned
like
down
this.
35 for it a couple
Really?
weeks ago.
Okay.
I'd take probably 40 grand would buy it.
Wow. What a bike. Looking at the front tire going, man, how big of a front tire would one need for a motorcycle, right?
Yeah.
How big is it, man?
It's 30-inch front wheel.
That's a 30-inch front wheel on that, folks. Now, I guess that'll get the job done, man.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
That's awesome, man. I'm guessing you got a really loud custom stereo on this thing.
Yes, sir, we sure do. It's got a pretty bumping radio on it. It gets the job done. It gets some attention for sure.
Yeah. Looks like 6x9s, man.
Yeah, it's got 4 6x9s and it's got an amp in the bag and
that's pretty loud.
iPod hookup, all that good stuff.
Yep. I gotta find it. Okay. What a bike, kid.
Well, I appreciate it, man.
I'm looking at it going, wow. That's awesome, man. All right. Well, thanks for showing it to us, JT.
Yes, sir.
You
Anytime.
have a good time at the show, buddy.
You sure will.
All
Thank
right,
you.
sir.
All right.